Hi, I'm jt-wilcox, and I'm super proud to represent my friends and neighbors in the 2nd Legislative District. We're now 2 weeks into the 2017 legislative session, which is scheduled to run about 105 consecutive days before we adjourn in late April. There's a lot of work for us to do, and all 4 caucuses will play a role in putting solutions on the table to address a wide variety of important issues. One of the top priorities we have this session is coming up with the final piece of the McCleary puzzle. First, let me share some key facts that are worth keeping in mind. 1. The legislature has increased K-12 education funding by almost $5 billion in the last 4 years. That's a 36% increase. 2. More than 48% of the operating budget is now dedicated to K-12 education, and that's compared to just about 43% a few years ago. 3. In addition to historic investments in K-12 education, the legislature has made investments to ensure smaller K-3 class sizes, full-day kindergarten, teacher raises, and a lot more. The bottom line is we've kept our promises and met McCleary expectations, but we now need to take the final step to provide an equitable education system and end the over-reliance of districts on local levy dollars to fund basic education. Another key priority for me and the House Republican Caucus will be introducing and supporting legislation that grows our economy in all areas of the state. While Seattleites may be doing well, there are a lot of people in our suburban and rural communities who are still unemployed or underemployed. We just can't leave these friends and neighbors behind. Most of us in rural communities still depend on old economy jobs, jobs where we strap on our boots, get our hands dirty, and break our backs until closing time. A lot of these jobs have disappeared, however, which has had a devastating effect on many families and communities, not just in Washington State, but clear around the country. I believe the economic downturn in these communities that has never ended largely explains the results of the November election and the political shift that we're seeing here in this state and even more across the country. The success and vitality of our rural communities is so important to me because I've lived and worked in one for so long. I grew up on my family farm in rural Pierce County, and I still live there today. While I'm happy that Seattle's economy is strong, we have to focus on creating a comprehensive pro-growth strategy for the entire state that allows Washingtonians in all 39 counties to prosper and ends this business of leaving so many people behind. In many ways, government used to be more of a partner with small businesses in helping them get off the ground, create jobs, and contribute to the local and state economy. Today, we see that kind of thing happening less and less. In fact, the Washington State Auditor's Office just released an audit that found state agencies are often disregarding Washington's Regulatory Fairness Act, which is in place to help small businesses grow. Legislation has been introduced to correct that, but these are the kind of problems that have led to a distrust of state government and decline of the rural economy. Whether you live in a city, suburb, or out in the country like I do, it's on us as legislators to give you confidence that your state government is working with you and for you. I look forward to providing countless examples to you this session of how I and all the other House Republicans are working on your behalf as we endeavor to provide kids with a great education, strengthen families, rebuild communities, protect taxpayers, and hold state agencies accountable. Please feel free to get in touch with me anytime with your comments, questions, and concerns. It's an honor to serve you.